Stop comparing yourself to deadmau5. That's it, video over. Okay, but actually, let me tell you what separates musicians who make it from the ones still refreshing their Spotify for Artists at 3 a.m. hoping someone in Latvia finally listened to their track. I've noticed a pattern in every successful musician I've studied. I call it the triple S mindset. First S, stay in your own lane. And I don't mean genre, I mean mentally. Delete Instagram right now. I'm serious. Or at least mute every producer account for 30 days. You know what Jacob Collier wasn't doing at 19? Doom scrolling through Disclosure's studio setup wondering why his chords didn't sound the same. Porter Robinson didn't make worlds by trying to copy Skrillex's Growl Days tutorials. Here's your actual homework. Spend 1 week without looking at any other producer's work. No YouTube tutorials, no in the studio with videos. Just you and your DAW. Watch what happens. You'll either make the worst shit of your life, or you'll accidentally stumble into your sound because you're not subconsciously trying to be someone else. Second S, suck at stuff publicly. And I mean document everything. The best musicians I know have a SoundCloud graveyard that's absolutely shameful. But here's the thing, they kept that stuff up. Kenny Beats still talks about his trash beats from 2012. Why? Because documentation isn't about showing perfection, it's about showing progress. Here's what you do today. Create a private SoundCloud or Google Drive folder called The Vault and bounce every idea you make for the next 90 days. Even the 30-second loops, even the stuff that sounds like a haunted speak and spell. In 3 months, listen back. You'll hear patterns you didn't notice. You'll hear your voice emerging. This is how you develop taste, by having a reference library of your own evolution. Third S, study with intention. And this is the difference between good and terrifying. Load up your favorite track right now in your DAW. Not to remake it, to dissect it. Put a spectrum analyzer on it. What frequency is the kick hitting? Where's the bass sitting? How much reverb is actually on that vocal? Because I promise it's less than you think. Spend 15 minutes every single day doing this with one track, just one. Reference tracks aren't for copying, they're for understanding the patterns of what works. Rick Rubin said taste is just accumulated pattern recognition, and he's right. You can't build taste by watching timeline breakdown videos on YouTube. You build it by putting in the reps yourself, loading that track into your session and actually looking at what's happening. And here's where it all loops back. You can only do this deep level of study if you actually care about your sound, not everyone else's clout. This is why some bedroom producer from their mom's basement in Finland makes a track that gets signed to Angina Deep, while someone with a $10,000 studio setup is still making pretty good beats. The Finnish kid isn't better because of gear, they're better because they spent 90 days in their own head instead of comparing themselves to every producer with a ring light. So here's your actual action plan. Unfollow the comparison accounts for 30 days, document every idea you make for 90 days, and spend 15 minutes daily studying one reference track in your DAW. Do this, and I promise you'll level up faster than any $500 masterclass could ever teach you.